Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, we love you all. Now, what we got to say today?
Does anybody mind if I film this?
No, you film it all you like, Doctor. Yeah, it's a free-for-all.
It's just I like to film a few things, because sometimes people don't believe what we're saying, and you can show them the truth. Oh, I'm not here.
Excuse me. Now, you probably realise that we've got a couple of other people in the car.
No, they can't see them.
Can't see.
Oh, they can now.
Who's that? Is that Dan Bostock in the back? The famous man from YouTube.
Yo, yo. Hello, Shirley.
Anybody like a haircut?
Well, there's not much hair up the front there, and that one's got too much, but
So.
we're not here working today. This is our day off. I'm a barber, he's a barber, and we've actually got some time off today.
We're not barbers, we're mental patients.
We'd like to take a little bit of a break and read the papers and see, because I need something to cheer me up and make me laugh. A lot of people get upset by the papers, but if you watch and read the papers here, it does seem dark, but it'll make you laugh.
I'm going to show you that in a minute.
Thank
I'd
you.
just like to apologise to everybody for not making any videos for a while, although this one has got some fracking stuff to put up,
Another
and
couple
we
of
hope you
parts.
enjoy that. Also, apologies to Macmillan Cancer Support, because we love you guys, and when we were in the NHS the other day, we meant to say Cancer Research, who don't seem to find use the money to find cures.
Well, to be fair, they've only been looking for one for over 80 years with endless amounts of money. So, you know, it's quite understandable that they've not been able to find one.
Thank you, sir. Forgot my magic pass. Anyway, thank you. What did you say?
Yeah, we won't
I
concentrate.
was looking at the traffic warden.
Watch the
Do
video.
it again, take two. Oh,
Watch the video. Take two. Right, you see that? Tony Blair's minister and the child sex cover-up. What? Tony Blair was a paedophile?
You can't be surprised. Before he became into office, he got caught in the toilets trying to get sexual favours off that undercover male
no, that's
cop.
not about Tony Blair being one of his ministers.
Yeah, so what
Don't
they-
get confused.
So what they're doing here is they're making it sort of look like Tony Blair, but just a little enough off so he's okay. Before it comes out that he is a pedo.
Are you trying to tell me that Tony Blair got into trouble for a sexual offence?
Yeah,
Then why don't I know about that?
because he used his middle name rather than Tony.
Hang on a minute, are we talking about just recently? Or is
No,
this-
no, this is before he became Prime Minister. He got caught in a toilet trying to elicit sexual favours from an undercover male police officer.
So the
Tony.
policeman was in there soliciting.
Tony.
For business and money.
Fantastic Prime Minister, the ex-butcher of Baghdad. Million people's blood on his hands, but he didn't actually pull the trigger, did he? What, him and his buddies?
Is he
Our
still-
public servants are messing around with children sexually. That's sick, and I don't mean that in a good way.
Is he still, envoy or something for the Middle East
The
there?
peace envoy for the Middle East. Yeah, after he's blown up millions of people, they've now sent him out there to be peace envoy for the area.
And he's going to sort it all out.
Well, of course he will.
Well, he knows the land better than most people, doesn't he? Where the landmines are.
It's such a fantastic man, him and Bush. Maybe Bush should go and help him out as well.
You know, this is all about you and your TV show and stuff, and I pop in when I've got something for my ego because you can do all the work for me. Well, you're going to. Well, this young man here has, this young man over here, I don't know if you can see him, but he had the unfortunate scenario sitting with me while I was making some phone calls to various government bodies who said I owed them money. They all seem not now to want to come to get the money anymore. I keep offering payment, they're now running away. So this is talking about
No, I was just checking because we're actually parked outside the building that
Nottingham
suggested.
City Council. So there's a little file which we'll be able to
Yeah,
talk through,
just
but
here, look.
not too
You
exciting.
can see Nottingham City Council's there. I'll just put you back here gently.
Good. Well, they've managed to get through to the CEO, but he still won't actually write to me in the correct name, but he still wants me to pay him money. That's meant to be all there is to it. But when we take the bailiff, he told me so much information. We just let him talk, explain what his authority was, and he did explain it's the council who gave him this authority. Turned out all of that was fake. But the little conversation, oh, thank you very much. The little conversation we had will be put out, I promise the council, by tonight actually, so they can actually see, make sure, maybe they haven't been given the information, maybe they don't realise that somebody they employed committed fraud, but I think they do know. So it's not gloves off anything else. I said, if you come for me, you better know what you're doing. It doesn't matter how big your army is, how much fear you want to put in, you've got to get me frightened.
But at
And
the end of the day,
hasn't. I don't think anybody should be frightened.
even if it was somebody that they said to commit the fraud, the liability stops with the guy at the top because he's the one in charge.
Correct. If you go tell somebody to rape somebody and they do, are they guilty of rape? Well, that's what it is. You're actually taking
If I was
charge
to
of
tell you to
whatever
jump
you
off a
want to
bridge,
people.
would you do
Would
it?
you do it? But this is the liability. So if the
Just
top
following
man of
orders.
the council will not accept
Just ordering
liability
followers.
on anything, there is nobody in the council. So
Hopeless,
any
then.
letter that they write, any bill, you can actually ignore. So I'd rather not. I'd rather get back to living and actually getting nice. I've this little pavement done outside my shop. Wonderful. I think it's going to be wonderful walking on this nice pavement. That cost me money. That's okay. It's outside my shop. Everything else they spend on costs me money. And at the moment, because they only want to take money, not pay money out, I don't know if I should pay them money or not. I think we'll have to wait and see what that. If they told the truth in that video. Anyway, I'll be out there, and if anybody wants to talk about it, I'll come back and
And
discuss.
if anybody needs a really decent haircut, these two are the best barbers in
Secret
the UK.
location, we are nowhere.
Yeah.
Nowhere,
Nowhere.
near Loxley House,
Yeah.
and the nowhere is about several blocks that way.
It's just up there,
I think it's called number 17.
number 17,
Nowhere.
Station Street.
Zero, nothing
It's
there.
nothing. Nothing's barbers.
Yeah.
If you want to come down and visit
Yeah.
these two, because they're going to collaborate together.
I don't know if you've seen me
And we're going to wake a few
Johnny,
people up as well.
or whoever it was, talking to this man before, but his paper, but no, that's still ongoing. But the reason I'm enjoying speaking with Daniel is we haven't cajoled him into doing this. He spotted this himself. He spotted that people aren't always telling you the truth, but if you accept what they say and it's not the truth, it becomes the truth. So we've got to remember that if somebody's saying something in the newspapers, it's doing somebody a benefit, I think, and it's meant to be
This is
informing
just
us.
fancy dress.
Meant to be informing us what's going on.
£1.50.
Oh no, mine's proper silk.
Ex-police tie.
Lovely.
Anchor Army Surplus store.
No fear, that's the science behind it all. If you're frightened, especially if you're going into a boxing ring, it's also psychology. So if you're frightened when you go in, frightened when you go to the courts, frightened when a man in fancy dress speaks to you, frightened what the doctor's going to say, guess who's in charge? You don't feel like that.
If you don't
Frightened.
ask, you'll never receive.
No. So we're still asking questions. So my stuff will go out tonight as promised to the council, but just to let you know, that's the safest bit I've put out. So I'm not even going to bother playing with you unless you play with me, and I shall simply publish every little detail to show who has committed fraud. And remember, you have written me some letters. I'm going to have to publish the ones in the wrong name. So you'll get to see what type of response we get from the caring, loving
Servants who are our governments and authorities and councils.
Not mine.
NG17.
They're supposed to be our servants.
The water.
They're serving themselves. We know that.
NG17, the water, apparently has the correct amount of fluoride in.
Correct amount. Hey Dan, what did your local fluoride suppliers say about your water?
Everything's at the allowable levels, everything's above
Allowable
board.
levels?
There's no E. coli in there.
Is there fluoride?
There's fluoride in the Sutton in Ashfield's fluoridated.
So, did you ask about that? Who's responsible?
Yeah, they told me the local health authority.
And
well,
try
where
and get
you
in
can't
contact
find
with
them. It's virtually impossible to
Surprise.
seek them now. Because when I asked, I says, you say it's allowable levels, but everybody's body acts differently to different things. People drink more than other people. What's allowed? They told me to get the local health authority. I says, but it's you that's charging me for the service.
The
And
local
putting the
water
chemicals into
authority.
the water.
No, there's only one
Yeah,
water
But they're doing it
authority.
under instruction of somebody else.
Local health authority. They're
So,
passing the book round.
Does the
aren't they?
water authority take the authority, or they want another authority, not them to take the blame? The question is why are we putting fluoride in the water, and they are pushing a lot. The same reason why they're pushing fracking. Very good for
Let's
you.
not forget that chlorine's a poison as well.
Oh, we clean the water.
I think that's what's doing it, because the main side effects of chlorine, what I've been experiencing.
What's it
Asthma,
done to you? Oh, right, asthma.
sinus problems, yeah.
Somebody
Fucking
suffering
hell.
from hay fever at the moment.
Hay fever. Oh God.
I don't know how we survive as a
No.
species. But
I
every
mean,
time
I
we
had
came
to
to a
I
flowery
went to
garden or planet.
Glastonbury Festival. I had to stay in caravan the whole day. I was that bad.
Oh my
Couldn't
deity.
see, couldn't breathe.
They do some drugs though,
Horrible.
don't they? called
It's not very
antihistamines.
nice,
now,
is it?
Not one symptom, not one hay fever symptom.
Is that
now.
because of
I
antihistamines?
cannot believe it. Well, no, I don't take antihistamines. I don't have
they
any inhaler.
They give you antihistamines and they'll stop the.
Yeah, well, they didn't really work on me much anyway.
So what are you doing with your water, Dan?
Well, I'm not paying them. I've said I'm
When you
quite
consume
happy
it,
to go to court.
are you cleaning
oh,
it,
No,
distilling
yeah, I mean,
it?
it gets distilled, and well, we filter it through first, then distill it, and then it goes through another filter. and you don't get any lime scale in your kettle. I've had
Yeah.
this kettle going on 2 years now. It's
I quadruple filter mine, and then I put them through an ioniser, and the alkalizes it.
Well, I'm even this summer I'm going to make a rainwater collection device off of the outhouse.
Very nice.
What's that called, a bucket?
I'm going to use some, yeah, well, I'm going to have a big bucket with some corrugated plastic on the roof. Something that I can clean, and then it'll go in there, and I'm going to have a little pipe with a fish tank pump on right near my water distiller, so I can just fill it up. And it'll
Need
be
to put an
filtered, all
ozonator
the
there.
leaves and dirt will get filtered out. We'll see what happens, because what I know is that rainwater's distilled water anyway, so I'm not sure what happens to it once you distill distilled water.
No, distilled
Your
water.
Not our world.
You're just looking at something else. Pay attention, boys.
The problem is
You'll have to watch the video again.
the chemtrails.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah.
Now, if you actually distill your own water, it's absolutely pure. You've changed the ionic state of it. It will attract things to it.
Dirt,
So
yeah.
if you actually, do you put your distilled water in bottles and seal it?
I used to leave it in the tub without the lid on until you told
seal
me,
it.
and now I seal it.
Seal
Yeah.
it, because
Put it in
it's
dark
so
bottles.
pure that it attracts other things.
Right, I love you on the
Nasty
bottle.
things as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So you get the pollutants. So if you leave distilled water out long enough in a polluted environment, you're going to pick the pollutants up in the water. Same thing, deionise, it's coming down and it grabs particles from the air, which is normally fine because there isn't that much crap in the air unless someone wants to put it in there. Anybody know what geoengineering is? That's for another time. Do you know what geoengineering is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's not there. Look up. There's no
Well,
chemtrails.
the Infowars covered it the other day. They're now using lasers to eat up certain parts of the atmosphere to move clouds around and create rain stop.
So they are getting the weather right then, because I'm having a lovely day today.
Yeah, it's a lovely day.
What if it has any
Thank
negative
you,
effects?
Government, for letting us.
Government have been spraying us today.
No.
Nice of them, isn't it?
Spray
Our
nothing.
supposed to be our servants.
It's gone a bit quiet again, actually. I don't think we've got much passion about it today. We solved most of the problems.
We haven't got much to say today, really, or much to ask. We're going to be making a few phone calls over the next few weeks.
Yeah.
But we've been busy, so sorry you've not seen so much of us. And apologies to Macmillan Cancer Support. We love you
Macmillan,
guys.
they look after
Thank you
people
so
with
much for
cancer.
looking after people that have to suffer what the government won't let them cure.
Thank you to
themselves
all
of.
those that care about others. And all those
But
that
Cancer
give nothing but
Research,
love.
please wake up and look at the health section and get out of debt free.
Yeah.
You may find all the answers you need, and unfortunately you don't want them because of what? They won't make any more money, will they?
Lovely
And everybody in
shops.
the NHS, we love you so much. Thank you.
I love that shop too.
Thank you so much.
Big building. What's a hospital? A building full of sick people. And patients
Bit
too.
like Parliament.
Love you.
We love you very much.
Say goodbye, Dan.
Bye bye.
I'm not. Don't buy what?
Buy anything.
You
Buy.
two keep. Why do they keep saying this buy thing?
it's because they're
What
brainwashed.
shall I buy? A pizza? Hot dogs?
Just
Might buy a couple of beers.
See ya.
God, he doesn't
Bye bye.
Ta-da!
There's a pedo.
Bad eye. Bad eye. Bye bye.